Hello friends, today let's tour the top crab processing facilities in the world to learn more about the way modern manufacturing works. Please comment below and let us know if you like this theme. First, join us on a crab fishing trip with the fisherman. In order to bring crabs to the processing factory every morning, the ships typically set sail while it is still dark. Casting and gathering nets are part of the fisherman's daily tasks. They must continue netting until they have enough crabs for the day's processing. After setting sail, 700 crab nets were continually dropped and pulled up within 24 hours. Although thousands of crabs are taken, fishermen can only keep those that are the required size and must release the smaller crabs in order to maintain ecological equilibrium. The fishermen in this area do not immediately freeze the crabs after they are collected. Instead, they place them in a cellar to keep them as fresh as possible until they are transported back to the processing facility. Crab processing process in the factory. Every morning, it is the duty of the factory workers to inspect the facility and production lines to ensure that the crabs are being processed effectively. As soon as the fishing boat docks, tons of sea crabs are brought to the factory. The plant receives large crates of crabs that are brought in turn to be prepared for processing. The crabs are first given a 10 to 15 minute soak in salt water before being rinsed with fresh water to get rid of the residue. Sorting the components of the crab is the factory's initial step. Workers hang the crabs up. An automatic mechanism in the plant removes and cleans the crab shells. The crab body will then pass through a little cutter. The crab's leg and body will now be divided in order to proceed to the following stage of processing. Small saw blades are used to remove the crab legs outer shell as they are fed through an automatic cutting line. The workers will manually split open the crab shell and take off the meat in the subsequent phase. In order to guarantee that the nutrition in the crabs is not impacted, this line must be completed in sterile surroundings at a low temperature. Do you ever wonder what will be done with this fresh crab meat next? After being separated, the crab meat parts will be placed in metal boxes. Before sealing the lid, the staff must accurately weight the crab meat box. Prior to cooking in boiling water, ensure that these cans are completely covered. There is no need to be concerned because workers will check this line frequently while making sure the temperature and length of immersion do not influence the crab's nutritional value. On the other hand, quality crabs are kept in shape and dipped in boiling water for 21 minutes at a temperature of 210 degrees Celsius. The crabs will turn green if not cooked properly, and if they are overcooked, they will be mushy. Therefore, this technique must be extremely accurate. To prevent the crabs from losing water and losing their sweet flavor, they will then be chilled to a temperature of 70 degrees Celsius and then steadily reduced to a lower temperature in ice-cold water. The crab will remain submerged in brine for a further 30 to 40 minutes at a low temperature of 0 to 2 degrees F. After that, fresh water is used to glaze the crab. The crabs may be stored in this manner for 2 years. The last stage is shipping and packing. Major wholesalers in the area will receive the high-quality crab boxes swiftly to satisfy client demand. The distribution procedure always makes sure that the crabs are adequately frozen so that their nutritional value is maintained until using. Crab is a type of seafood that is rich in important nutrients for the body and is good for both physical and mental health. With the rapid development of plants for processing crab, consumers' need for hygienic and superior products were swiftly met. Numerous nations, including those in Asia, Europe, America, and Australia, have operational crab processing facilities. Crab farming is a significant and highly lucrative industry that benefits the regional economy and local communities. Today we will bring you the wonders of the ocean. Alaska king crab is a high-nutrient seafood. Also known as Alaska snow crab or Alaska rock crab. The Alaska king crab is a species of crab that lives in the North Pacific near the coasts of Alaska and Canada. The Alaska king crab is considered to be the most economically valuable crab species. It can weigh up to 10 kilograms and have a leg span diameter of over 1.8 meters. The meat of Alaska king crab is known for its deliciousness, crispness, and nutritional value, making it a popular ingredient in high-end seafood dishes, particularly in North America. Capturing this species of crab is not an easy task. Firstly, the fishermen who catch Alaska king crab must have a license to fish in the areas where the crabs usually live. And there are many other regulations that we cannot list. We will take you to see how the fishermen catch Alaska king crab. The fierce waves seem to want to swallow the fishermen's boats. Catching crabs will be very difficult in rough waves and strong winds. But the fishermen do not give up. They still take advantage of the timing, speed of the waves, and wind to lower the traps into the sea. First, they will tie the bait tightly into the trap, then lower the trap into the sea using a rope. Similarly, each trap will be lowered one by one. After a short period, the initial traps will be pulled up. The harvest will be directly brought down to the hold. Until the hold is full, it will be brought back to the processing company. After being kept in the hold of the ship, Alaska king crab will be brought to processing companies. A portion of the fresh crab will be taken to seafood supermarkets and restaurants, while another portion will be brought to cold storage processing plants. The quantity of frozen king crabs will be directly brought into the company's storage. Here, workers will separate the crab legs and cut the body in half using a cutting machine. After the crab is cut in half, it will run on a large conveyor belt. At this stage, workers will arrange the crab pieces evenly on trays. Then the crabs will be transferred to another department. Here, workers will clean the meat on the crab body, removing things like dirt to ensure the aesthetic value of the crab. After cleaning, the crab pieces will be sent to the leg separation process. The crab legs, after being separated, will be arranged in trays according to predetermined weight. After the arrangement, the legs will be boiled in a tank. This process will help the crab meat retain its sweetness and freshness. When the legs have been boiled for a predetermined amount of time, they will be passed through cold water. Cold water will help the crab meat retain its crispness, and the quality and nutritional value of the meat will be at its highest. The crabs will then be packaged and shipped to the market. Processed crab meat will be less expensive than fresh crab meat. Therefore, the market demand for processed king crab is very high. So if you have the opportunity, try to taste the delicious and nutritious flavor of the king crab. With your contribution, we will try to improve the quality and content of the video to meet your needs. We look forward to receiving your feedback on this video. Please leave your comments below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to support us. Thank you and see you in the next videos.